Shawn Ray here in Tampa Bay, Florida with an up-and-coming guy, Paul McClarin. Paul, where are you out of?
I'm out of Brooklyn, New York.
Out of Brooklyn, New York. And how many weeks are you out from the Southern States?
2 weeks out from the Southern States.
You look like a big kid. Give me some details. How tall are you? What are you weighing?
6'1". Right now, I weighed today at 252.
Right. And what's your ultimate goal? Of course, you want to go and win the Southern States. And then after that?
To win in North America.
Well, you're here with Team MD. You're going to get videotaped doing some training. Tell me about what you got planned coming up in this segment.
Well, we're going to do a little chest workout, little lateral movements for the shoulders, and show everybody what I do for my biceps. A little light bicep workout also.
Who are you working with, and how did you get involved in this business?
Well, Rosemary Jennings and Alex Ramirez started me in the business, and I've been working with them ever since I started bodybuilding.
Right, and so who was your inspiration getting involved in bodybuilding?
Wow, my inspiration is has to be Kevin Levrone.
Yeah.
You know, I admire Kevin Levrone's body, his structure and everything, his physique. When I was a kid, I met Lou Ferrigno when I was in public school. His sister was my teacher, so that kind of inspired me also. Well,
you're not a small guy. Give us some statistics. How tall are you? What do you plan on competing at?
Well, right now I'm 252. I plan on competing at the Southern States at about 240,
right,
and then try to bring my weight back up a little bit for North America. So I plan on staying between 240 and 250.
So what is it about Kevin? It is barn door delts that inspired you, the big chest? What is it?
The way his muscles pop off his joints, it's just always inspired me, and I feel like, you know, my body's a little similar to his, not exactly, but a little similar to his, and hopefully I can reach that peak where he reached.
So when you're in the gym and you're training and you're throwing the weights around, what's going through your mind? Are you focused on the rep and the set? Are you in the moment? Are you visualizing yourself as some of these other bodybuilders with great body parts, training and putting your muscles through the work?
Well, I visualize myself bringing up my body parts, like muscle contraction. I'm really big on muscle contraction, heavy weight muscle contraction, and I just visualize myself trying to be the best I can be on stage.
Well, you're trying to get on that stage, get your pro card eventually, I imagine. Who are the guys on the pro scene today that's motivating you? Is there anybody up there that's doing the business?
Wow, so there's a few guys that motivate me. Let's say Brandon Curry, really nice physique. Wow, Desmond Miller. I've known Desmond since I was 17.
Yeah,
so Desmond,
New Yorker.
Right, Desmond always motivates me. Kai Green is a very nice physique. I seen him at the New York Pro Show. Brought a very wonderful package in. The guy Lionel, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Lionel Biecki. Phenomenal on stage, phenomenal.
So coming into bodybuilding today, you're training your chest and your shoulders and doing these exercises. Where do you see us going as a sport? I mean, you're one of the guys coming up. You're just starting out here at the Southern States and ultimately the North American Championships. Where do you see us headed, and what do you see your role in bodybuilding on the big scale?
Well, I see they're getting away from mass monsters. So they're more into aesthetics and lines. And when you look at how Cedric McMillan won, he wasn't the biggest guy, but he won with his lines. You look how Richardson won the Toronto show. It was by lines. He was only 212, but he looked crisp. So that's my style. My style is becoming big, hard, and crisp.
Tell me how it is working with your trainer. I mean, what role does he play in this, and Rosemary as well?
Wow, they play a tremendous role as far as putting my diets together, as far as putting my training regimens together. They help me, you know, focus on bringing up body parts that I can't see because they're more advanced than I am.
Well, you're going into the Southern States. Obviously, you're going to be probably a super heavyweight.
Yes.
There's not a lot of good super heavyweights out there. So do you see this happening for you sooner rather than later? I mean, how soon do you want to get up there and try to get on the pro stage, which has got to be your ultimate goal?
Well, I can't decide that. You know, I can just bring the package I have onto the stage and let the judges, you know, judge me accordingly. That's how I have to look at it.
It's good to be humble and keep everything in perspective. One show at a time. We're here at the Pro Bodybuilding Weekly Bodybuilding Championships. Right now, we're at the Powerhouse Gym. Remember, my boy Paul is throwing it all down. We're going to catch up with you guys a little bit later on. For MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.
I usually start off with the shape and motion first, and I go into the very hard, heavy compounds. Since I'm like 2 weeks out from my show, really not trying to go really heavy, I'm just trying to keep blood pumping to the muscle. So what you'll see is just moderate workout today, not nothing really heavy like I normally do. This is Alex Ramirez. He's in charge of my workout routine. You know, I trust him enough to put my routine together for me. You know, to have a routine that's good for me and good for my body structure. You know, he's in charge of everything. I just leave everything in his hands. I have full trust in him. And Rosemary Jennings does my nutrition, and she just helps guide me. That's what trainers are for. To correct you when you're doing something wrong that you can't see yourself. You're so focused and the adrenaline's pumping. That's why I have Alex Ramirez for. To help guide me. Especially close to a show. So I'm like on robot mode. Can't even think straight.
Like this, Papa.
Yeah.
Go here, stop, linear, here, open. Okay? Pull out, make it easy. Okay, go up. Down, stop. Up, stop, down, open. Up, stop, go down. Stop, go down completely. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Go hard or go home. Go hard or go home.
Right there. Nice. Stop, up, stop, back. Stop, up, stop, back. More lower. Stop, up, stop, down, lower. Stop, up, stop, lower. Come on, squeeze the middle of the chest, man. Come on. Right, straighten. You need to straighten there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Two more at least. Come on. One more.
We'll do one shoulder movement. I usually do chest and do some laterals. Keep my shoulders popping. You know, I feel like my weak part is the side of my shoulders. So I need to work on those. So I kind of do those twice a week almost. I started out with Rosemary Jennings in 2002. She got me ready for the Easterns, where I took first in novice and I took third in the overall. I was a heavyweight then. I weighed about 212 on stage at that time. Then the second show I did was Atlantic States, 2007. I took time off to try to improve some body parts. I was a heavyweight then again, and I took third place. And I took time off to spend time with my family and, you know, get my life together and, you know, just focus on, you know, things outside of, you know, just negative aspects of my life and get my life focused. And now I'm back. And I'm going to do, you know, the Southern States and in North America and hopefully, you know, the Nationals. We'll see what happens. You know, my show prep all these years has been, you know, with Alex Ramirez and Rosemary Jennings. You know, they have helped guide me through my whole entire, you know, bodybuilding career. You know, Alex is phenomenal as far as, you know, understanding how the human body works, understand what works with the body, what doesn't work with the body. You know, he's like, you know, I call him Professor Xavier because he's just that good to me. And I'm his little mutant. And Rosemary, you know, I can't say enough about her. She's, you know, like an angel sent from God to me. You know, she's helped me, you know, throughout everything. She makes sure, you know, my food prep is on point. You know, she makes sure spiritually, you know, I'm going in the right direction. You know, without them two people, you know, I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know, so I have to thank them. You know, I have to thank, you know, my wife, Kathy, you know, my daughters, my sons, you know. And I just, you know, want to see what I could do and what I could bring home. I want to bring home the gold, you know, at the Southern States and make some noise in North America. Okay, if I could, I would, Alex. Whew. I'm too pumped to even do a double bicep move. Right now we're in Tampa, but originally I've been in Miami training with Alex and Rose. You know, it's wonderful for me. You know, just, it's a whole different level. You know, as a training, you you know, by myself back home in my home gym, Adrenaline and Peak Skill. You know, I'm by myself there, but you know, the owner, John, he looks out for me, you know, as much as he can. But to have my coach with me here in Miami is phenomenal. You know, it takes me to a whole new level, and it helps me see my true potential in the sport. You know, so hopefully, you know, with me being here in Miami more and more, you know, I can take my body to, you know, different places, you know, and try to be a force to be reckoned with in this sport of ours. See, so I'm 2 weeks out. Don't need to go real heavy. Just keep it light, moderate, get the blood pumping in the muscle, go slow to get contractions. You know, if this is off season, it'd be a different story. But right now, try to play it safe, not overtrain and tear anything, you know, have any setbacks. So off to the last exercise. What Alex Ramirez decided to do was bring me to Florida about 8 weeks before my show, so he could get a good look at my body, you know, make sure I was sticking to the regimen that he set forth for me. When I came back to Florida from New York, he was impressed. You know, he didn't have to do too much work with me, and you know, now we're 2 weeks out from the show, and I feel like I'm ready to get on stage, just drop a little water, you know, maybe like, you know, lose like 7 more pounds, and you know, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I just want to, you know, have fun with it. And I love this. You know, it's not about, you know, me trying to, you know, annihilate anyone. It's about me just having fun on stage, win or lose. It's my hobby. I just love doing it. And when you can, you know, be a grown man and have a hobby that you love and you do, you know, well, that's a blessing from, you know, from God.
Ready? 1,
Go.
2, 3.
I got it.
1.
I'd like to take the time out to thank, you know, Alex Ramirez, Rosemary Jennings, you know, Antonio Champagne, my wife. You know, without her, you know, I couldn't make none of this possible. I'd like to thank, you know, the Lord up above. I'd like to thank John at Adrenaline Gym out Peak Skill. You know, he helped guide me, you know, when I was back home, you know, dieted and couldn't do what I was supposed to do. He helped push me when my coach wasn't there for me, you know, because he was all the way in Miami and I needed that extra push, you know. And, you know, I'm looking for sponsorship, so if anybody interested in you know, signing me, you know, you can contact me at, you know, P McClarin at gmail.com. That's PMCCLARIN@gmail.com. You know, I'm open to all offers. You know, like I said, I love this sport. And I'm just willing to, you know, represent any company and anyone to the fullest. You know, peace. Thank you.